Bandits, the show where I take a look at a film and make an argument as to why I think some censor happy people would think it'd be a good idea to either outright ban it or at least make some good choice cuts. Today, I might as well look at both of them. This particular set contains two versions of the same film, and there's very little difference in them. So the critique of one will also work for the other one. So I'm looking at Magnificent Obsession from 1935 and 1954, respectively. So, I wasn't sure exactly where to go with this one. I could come from it as from the Christian angle of it, which both critiques will fall under. Like initially I was thinking I could use it as a bit of a, because of it promotes and looks at Christianity in a positive light, which a lot of people think is a bad thing. You can only treat Islam in a positive light, or other oppressed religions. And then I was thinking, what if I were to look at it from a Christian perspective, and going at the looking at it at its message and the types of things that it encourages one to do. Yeah, there are Christian themes in this film. It can definitely be considered to be a Christian movie, should you want to go that route. But the way it goes about things, because, alright, so both events, guy almost dies, and he finds out later, the guy that almost dies, finds out that his life was saved and somebody else ended up dying, and he has the guilt trip. And then he finds, the joys of doing good for others and using that to create good karma. This is where the fault lies, because he uses doing good for other people, using it as a coping mechanism, sure, but he uses it as this way to seek good karma coming his way, as opposed to doing good for others solely for doing good for others without wanting anything in return, which I think, in my interpretation, fits the values of Christianity a bit more. Of being selfless and not using, the concept, So that's where I could say the problem lies with this film. It's a good message, but it could maybe rub some people the wrong way. So that's where I'm going with that one. I'm going to go with that route for this one. Is it promotes a skewed view of what true Christianity should be. Now, I think that's about it. I hope I made myself clear enough as to what my argument would be. What do I think of these films? They're both good. I like them. But my argument does come from me a little bit more personally than a lot of these other films I do, where it's strictly satire. I do feel like it looks at things, it skews a little bit. The novel that this is based on was written by, a reverend or pastor or something. Definitely a Christian. I know that for sure. Lloyd C. Douglas. That's who wrote this. It's based off of his novel, and yes, he is a Christian. And this is definitely, bringing his thoughts and beliefs. While a good message could does rub me the wrong way a little bit. I try to do good without expecting anything back. If good things come towards me, great. That's great. But I'm not going out of my way to achieve it, or I try not to. Now, obviously, I'm not perfect. And yes, I can want occasionally seek things, occasionally, like, you know, I've given so much money to my friends where it gets to the point where they just kind of start taking advantage of me, and I still kind of pop a little bit of money here this way, and I want to stop being a financial doormat, Matt. It's annoying, but I still do it. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, I suppose. And if you were to get anything from the Bible, it's that one line. If you could all follow that, this world could be a great place. Now, unless, of course, you're a sociopath and you can't, think in that way and have little, lack empathy and whatnot. Like if you're a far leftist. Well, then, yeah. But otherwise, yes, most people, if we could live by that, things could be so much better. It can be hard, though. But otherwise, this is a good film. Both of them. They are both... The biggest difference in the versions is the way the guy almost dies. Bob Merrick, the character's name is. I might as well say him instead of just calling him this guy. Try to make this feel like an actual, properly review, Make that illusion that I'm professional, which I don't even try to be. I'm just throwing my random thoughts at you. The original version, it's a car accident. In the new one, it's a boating accident. But otherwise, the events play out almost identical. One's black and white, one's Technicolor. That could skew people one way to another to view one particular version. Because some people seem to think black and white means dull and boring. Because people are idiots. Yeah, good message. Just skewed a little bit differently than what I would like, but otherwise, very good movie. And yeah, I could say it's worthy of being in the Criterion Collection. And yeah, it's not a bad film. And well, if you're not a Christian, it's not terrible. It doesn't totally shove its message down your throat. A little bit. It's just a soft little prodding, It's just enough to, just the tip gets shoved in your throat. And instead of, making your gag reflex go like, a lot of Pure Flix movies. This isn't a Pure Flix movie. It's got more value than that. So that's about it for this one. If you have an idea for a film you'd like me to take a look at, let me know in the comments below. And check me out on Minds, BitChute, and Stardust for short reviews from myself and a bunch of other people. Link the description below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.